Hello, I am Brianna, and this is a new first for me. I have never made a talking video, I've only done music, so this is interesting, but I've been considering it lately, and then today something came in the mail that really got me pretty pissed off. And so I thought this would be the perfect time to start. And I need to make sure I get this done in under 30 minutes. So that's gonna be interesting as well. So I need to start with some backstory before I get into what I got in the mail today. A year ago, I started working for this company. First, I started out as a barista in Starbucks inside the store of this company. And so it went pretty well. It was my first ever job, and I really liked it. I wasn't catching on very quickly though, but Starbucks was my dream first job to do, so I was happy. And then I got a talk from the manager of the Starbucks, and they were telling me that I need to start trying to learn faster, and they know it's my first job, but I am not going to be getting the hours that I want because I'm not learning fast. And so I thought I would keep trying and I would get it and I'd be good. But that didn't happen and I lost my hours. And so the manager of the Starbucks told me to talk to one of the managers of the store company. And so I did, so that I could see if I would be able to become a cashier. And I didn't really like the idea of it, but I thought it might be interesting and fun maybe, and it would at least give me money that I need, because I had to start paying rent. And I don't remember why, what was going on, but I'm living with my mom, and so for some reason I had to start paying rent or we would be fucked. So I got a job and I wasn't getting hours, so I talked to the manager that hired me at Starbucks, because she's one of the front-end managers of the company. And so I talked to her, and she is so super nice, and she found a way to get me in. And so I went through training for a few days, and then I finally started. And it was good, but I have social anxiety, and I'm socially awkward, and I'm very shy. And so this was something that was very scary to me, but I needed money. So I did it. And then it was doing really fine for a few months. And then I met this guy there, and we started dating, and we're still dating, and so everything was going really well. I'm also going to mention that the front-end manager that had hired me previously was also fired. She was the nicest fucking person you could ever meet. The nicest manager you could ever hope to get. And she was so awesome. She was so nice. She helped you out whenever you needed it. She did things that she normally wasn't supposed to do, but it wasn't anything that she would get fired for sure. Like, she didn't do anything that would possibly compromise her job at all. But she would go out of her way to help you out with things. Like for me, when I needed that position as a cashier, she went and put in a very good word for me to the main manager of the store, and I got the job. and she would do such things. If I was really sick and I couldn't go, she would do what she could to find someone for me. And if she couldn't find anyone, she would still at least feel bad about it. And she would be like, I'm sorry, Brianna, we couldn't find anyone. Could you please come in today and we'll see if maybe we can get you to go home early. And so she did things like that for everyone. She was so nice. But she got fired. Because of stupid reasons that didn't really make any sense. But she got fired, and some other bitch came in, and this is when the store completely started to go to shit. When she came in, a lot of things changed because she was the hiring manager, the front end manager of the main chain of our store. Like, that store, that company came first, and we are a different part. We're part of the company, but we are still our own being kind of company, if that makes sense. And so she noticed that this store of this company was too chill. A lot of people were getting away with things that at her store they wouldn't get away with. And so she started changing pretty much everything. Let me let you know, she was not an actual manager. She wasn't one of the main managers. She was a front end manager. Which means, if you don't know, because some people don't know, that they are taking care of everything in the front of the store, like with the cashiers and the courtesy clerks and customer service. And so, like, if you need an override, she'll help you. If you need an extra person to check because all the lines and all the check stands are full and overloading, she comes in to put another cashier to help everyone get by much faster. She helped bagging, she helped with self-checkout. She helped with all those things up in the front of the store. So she's not an actual manager. She just helps manage the front. So the fact that she had this kind of leeway was kind of upsetting because she made some really fucking stupid ass new things into the store. We were not allowed to have coffee. Nothing but water was allowed. And let me also tell you, this store opens at 5 a.m. in the morning. So you're expected to do that without any coffee. And it closes at midnight. You're expected to get through that without any coffee. So all you could have is water. And since Starbucks gives out big, huge waters for only 25 cents, I thought that we would still be able to do that because it is water. But apparently that wasn't allowed either because it was not a closed container. And so I went and I even got some, like, because I was having stomach pain, I was having to get like a Sprite so that it would help settle my stomach. That wasn't allowed, even though it was a closed container. So some really stupid things were happening. She also was starting to change things about how everything else was done. Like, go-backs are supposed to be given to someone right away, not to be left in the cart for when people have time to do it. No, you're supposed to give it to someone to go take it back right away, which that makes no sense because the courtesy clerks are supposed to help us with bagging. And when it gets really, really busy and they're not there to bag, things get really slow, even though there's a bunch of people. And so anyway, it doesn't really matter. A lot of fucking stupid shit was happening. And then this summer, something happened, and it was not how I was told how it would go. Because I have fibromyalgia, and so I tend to get in a lot of pain when I'm at work because all we do is stand. And that really fucks my body up. And so I was told to ask if I could be able to use a chair every now and then at my workstation. And all I was told is to get a note from my doctor and give it to the manager, and things should be good. Things were not good. I went to my doctor, I got the note. It said that I have fibromyalgia and need to sit down as needed. And so I gave the note to the head manager of the company, of the store that I was working, and he told me that he'll see what he can do and he'll let me know in a few days or a week. And I was not told any of the bullshit that was going to happen next was going to happen. I went to work one day and the manager saw me and was like, "Hey, Brianna, can you come here? I have to talk to you." And so I went in and I thought, okay, this is finally it. They're going to tell me whether or not I will be able to sit down at my station. And I was told that I am going to be on leave. What? This is not what I was told would happen. It was bullshit. I was pissed. I thought I would be able to either know for sure whether or not I'd be able to do this. And it's the middle of summer. I am not going to school. I am not making any sort of money at all. And this really fucked me over. First off though, I was already going to start looking for a new job. I mean, I guess it just gave me the push that I needed to look for a new job, but I have not gotten a new job, and it's been 2 months now. And so I'm also going to clarify about my fibromyalgia in case that isn't clear to some people, because not a lot of people know about it or know what it does to you. And so it's not like it's horrible, like you're gonna die, but you feel like it. You feel like you're dying. You're in so much pain. And you feel sick all the time. And it can really make life hard. And so being this cashier where all I do is stand in one spot the entire day, my life was hell. My body was in hell. And I was in a lot of excruciating pain. For me, I also have this weird tolerance to medicine. So pain pills don't help. Like, I have to take 5 of the 100 milligrams tablets of a pain pill for it to work. And that's if it's not Tylenol. Like, Advil's the only thing that works, and I have to take 5 of them. And you really shouldn't be taking that many Advil, because I have to take it every like 2 to 3 hours. 5 pills every 3 hours. That's way past the limit that you're supposed to have. And I'd be doing it on a daily basis. And fibromyalgia medicine only helps so much too. And another thing is that exercise is supposed to help It helps your bones to not become so tight and your muscles to not become so tight all the time. But for me, I get really, really sick all the time. It's really difficult for me. There's like maybe one day out of one entire month that I actually feel good. And so I'm always feeling so dizzy and nauseous, and I'm in pain a lot, and I feel sometimes my body feels numb. So it makes it really difficult to do things when you can't even feel your body. And so all I wanted at my check stand was to be able to sit when I needed it. That wasn't even saying that every day, all of my entire shift, I would be sitting. Just that I would be able to have a chair when I needed it. So apparently that wasn't going to happen because the main manager of the store told me, as he was telling me that I am going to be on unpaid medical leave, that there is no position in the entire store that allows anyone to sit. Now I know this is not true because there is another person in the store that is also a checker that gets to sit down every now and then. And I know she has a lot of other stuff going on that I don't know about, so I can't say that she doesn't deserve it or anything, because she does. From what I know about her, she should not be working. And there's also, this company is just plain horrible to their employees, because there's even this one of our checkers that has had a heart attack, I think twice, while he has been working for this company. And he comes back to work within the week of having that heart attack, because this company will not pay you for anything like that. They will not help you out with anything. They don't give a fuck about you. And if you are gone on like medical leave or whatever is wrong with you for 2 weeks, they hire someone else to take your place, even if you are coming back. So you end up getting less hours. And when I was working there, I did a lot of things that were not even in my job description, like helping with stocking, doing the courtesy clerk's jobs, and doing go-backs, and helping with managers' jobs even. I did a lot of stuff that the other cashiers don't do. The only other one person that is a cashier that does those kind of things has been there since before I was born. So that is like 22 years that she's been working there, and she's the only one that does that. I've been working there 1 year, and I do all this shit. I was told that there was no position in the entire store that would allow me to sit down, and I was not told this when I was told to bring in a note. He did not say a word to me that I would be put on leave, or that there is no way that I would be able to do it without having to go to the higher ups. He gave me paperwork to give my doctor to fill out and for me to fill out and fax over to HR that they can figure out what to do with me. So within that week of getting that paperwork, this was in June, right after I got home from going on tour with my college choir to Chicago. I've worked 1 week after getting home from that, and I am on leave. And so this really sucks. I go to my doctor, we fill out the paperwork. This is on a Wednesday, and on Monday I was told that I was on leave. So on Wednesday, I took care of it. I got it faxed over, and we did it perfectly, and even changed up the note of what my doctor told them and put in that instead of me sitting. And a week after that, I went back to my store and asked the manager if he had heard anything. He told me they will contact you when they figure it out. Right now, they are going back and forth between your doctor and them to figure out what to do with you. I was like, okay, thank you. And so a month goes by. I hear nothing. I go to my doctor and I ask her, have you heard anything from them? She said, since she faxed that over, she hasn't heard anything from them whatsoever. Okay, what's going on? And so I go back to my store and ask him if he has heard anything, because my doctor hasn't heard anything. And he said no. Just wait. They will contact you when they figure it out. It's been 2 months. I have not found a new job yet. I haven't been working at all for 2 whole months. Exactly. It's today. It's been exactly 2 months since this happened. And then today, I got something in the mail